was not pulling it up in the right places. And it ain't here yet, so I don't know what the story. There we go. I'm so sorry about that. I think I may have pushed the wrong button, but we're here now. Okay. So, welcome. Sorry I'm a little late. Welcome to our Thursday meditation. There we go. We're good. So, welcome to our Thursday meditation. This is the day before Passover. So, we're about to enter into the Passover season. Well, we're in the Passover season, but we're actually going to enter into Passover tomorrow. Hello, Lisa and Chuck. Nice to see you. I'm actually not seeing you. You're seeing me, but you're in there somewhere. And today, I wanted to touch upon probably the most important words that are in the Passover Seder, that we are supposed to exist during that Seder time and during all of Passover, as if we ourselves came out of Egypt. And, it's not time for that yet. Hello, Lisa's giving a little smile. Oh, I see from what I said. We're supposed to, it's ki'ilu, just as if we have come out of Egypt ourselves. And that's why we tell this story of coming out of Egypt. And what I wanted to touch upon, and the thing that I think would be important for us to think about today as we're approaching this holiday, is I did say hi to you, Chuck, as well. I said hi, Chuck and Lisa, when I first said hello, so hopefully you saw that. Egypt in Hebrew is Mitzrayim, narrow place. What is your narrow place this year? Where do you need to come out of? Where are you right now? I met with someone today who was talking about how she felt, she didn't use these words, but she was in a narrow place in her work, in her personal life. And we were talking a little bit about how to reflect upon that. And I think that it would be important for us to spend the time that we have here together now, but as we go into the meditation and as we come to the end and we ask for joy and wholeness, or to feel whole, that part of that feeling whole is knowing that we come from a place that maybe isn't so whole. And that part of the work that we're doing is to try to find wholeness and to try to bring ourselves out of these places that keep us hemmed in like a narrow place. And I think that's a lot easier said than done, frankly. A lot of times when you're in those kinds of narrow places, you can't move, either because you feel stifled, or you don't feel like there's any place to go, or the unsurety of moving on from a narrow place is, I guess part of it is, what am I going to do if I can't complain about being in a narrow place? Then I actually might have to do something. Or you're just so beaten down that it keeps you from acting upon what you know and feel you should be doing or leaving. And I think that's the difficult part of narrow places. When the Israelites left Egypt and it started to get a little bit tough, they were like, why did we leave Egypt? It was a horrible life, but at least we knew that we had a roof over our heads and clothes to wear and food to eat. Here, it's completely uncertain. And I guess my answer to that is all of life is uncertain and all of life is a wilderness. And whether you go from a narrow place into a wide open space where there's an incredible amount of uncertainty, it's better than being in that narrow place that keeps you from fulfilling your promise. You may never fulfill your promise, and I may never fulfill mine, but to have the opportunity at least to do that, it does feel like that's more important, to be able to have the opportunity. And when sometimes we get constricted, when we're Mina Meitzar, from a narrow place, or Mitzrayim, from that narrow place, we can be constricted so much that we are unable to move. We're paralyzed. So part of getting yourself unparalyzed is to reflect upon what is the nature of this narrow place of yours. Now, it could be something light. It doesn't have to be, the heaviest part of your life that you feel as if you're in a narrow place. It could be that you haven't been open to X, Y, or Z, right? It could be that that you've stayed somewhere a little bit too long, and it's not the death of you, nor is it something that is ruining your life, but you found yourself comfortable and you didn't want to rock the boat, and so you're in this narrow place because you didn't feel like moving. It's valid too. So let's just keep in our minds for the next 24 hours before Passover begins, and try to reflect on what might a narrow place for me this year be. What has constricted me? What has kept me from entering into a promised land? What has kept me from reaching my potential? So let's get ready for our quiet time. I usually like to concentrate on this idea that we're concentrating on our breath. And, excuse me. Hi, Michelle. And I don't want to not do that. I want us to concentrate on our breath, and I want us to feel that. But as your mind does take you away, if you have the ability to say, even if your mind's taking you away, let's go somewhere else. But if we're going to consider something, let's consider what that narrowness is for us. Where are you hemmed in? Where do you feel like you can't move? And then, what could you possibly do about it? Let's deal with that afterward. Now's the time to notice. Now's the time to take it in. Now's the time to be silent and not try to solve. And actually, at this point, just to allow things to be as they are for now. Then when we come out of this, at 6 o'clock, whatever you need. So let's get into that. Please. Wow, I really feel like I'm yawning a lot today. I don't know if it's, I feel like I got sleep, so I'm not sure what this is, but here we go. As we approach our last 3 or 4 minutes, on our final day for this week, we ask for 2 feelings. And I hope these feelings stay with us over the weekend. May I feel joy. May I feel whole. May I feel joy. Getting ready for Passover, sitting at the table, enjoying a Seder and a meal. And may I feel whole. May I feel like all of that just enters into me. May I feel joy. May I feel whole. May I feel joy. May I feel whole. May I feel joy. And may I feel whole. May I feel joy. May I feel whole. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you were able to find some stillness and peace. May you feel joy. May you feel whole. May you have a delightful Seder where you learn a lot about yourself and on the people that are with you. And may you have an easy time eating matzah only. And please try to find something great in your Seder tomorrow night. Trying to find a moment where you can bring in some stillness and help people to feel it. So have a wonderful Shabbat and Pesach, and we'll see you next week. Take care.